This is Takeover Radio 106.9, broadcasting from the heart of Sutton in North Nottinghamshire. This week we've got a slightly different What's Next show. We're looking at the music industry and finding out what's next for a 17-year-old building an online platform promoting local music talent. As well as hearing the story of a singer-songwriter from Derby who was signed by Sony and has performed all over the world. If you'd like to get into the world of music, we've got some real-life thoughts on what it feels like to be doing your dream job, even when it's more job than dream. And also staying true to your ideals when the world is offering you everything you thought you ever wanted to change it. Musically, all but one of our tracks will be from new or unsigned acts. First up, we'll be talking to Alfie, the founder of the Musikbox website, about how his love of music led him to create Musikbox, what's involved, and how his ambitions for the future. We'll also be joining Alfie talking with Jamie Joseph about the Derby singer-songwriter's 15-year career, and hearing in his own words the smiles and frowns of life in the music industry, how he got started as a performer, what it's like to write for, sign and leave a recording deal with Sony, and his advice for artists starting out today when real life starts to get in the way. We'll also get a chance to hear some of the really varied work Jamie has done, from soul to rock and pretty much everything in between. If you haven't heard him before, you are in for a real musical treat. And finally, we'll have some great news about the Nottinghamshire Festival of Science and Curiosity, which is coming to Ashfield next month. But before that, we gave Alfie first choice for our opening track today. It's Franz Ferdinand and Take Me Out.
Sure.
So, hi, Alfie. Welcome to Takeover Radio 106.9. It's great to have you here.
Hello,
Um, Later on, we'll catch up with you and Jamie chatting at Mr. Shaw's house in Derby. But first, tell us about yourself and Musikbox and how does it come about?
yeah. So my name's Alfie. I'm 17 years old, and I'm currently doing business in college. And I've always had sort of a passion for music, and that's where Music Box comes along in the end. So ever since like a young boy, I'm still a young boy, but ever since a really young boy, I've loved music. I've been with my parents, listening to music all the time. Then it went on to just like maybe when I was like 13, 14, doing a bit of DJing on the decks. I've been doing that up until now. Just kind of like revolving around music, really. And that's when I realized, like, I think especially like around the East Midlands, people don't realize that there's like loads of music things to do. Like people think, oh, there's not really much to do, and we need to get out somewhere. I think that's where Music Box kind of comes along, and it obviously displays loads of music artists and loads of talented bands and stuff like that. But also soon it's going to be displaying the events in Derby, like music events, gigs, and then we're going to expand further out into Nottingham, etc. And it's going to just try and let everyone know what's going on.
No, I mean, I'd be totally honest, mate. I've found it really interesting.
Yeah.
And I've found people that I didn't know existed. So how did Musikbox itself come about?
To be truthful, I went on Facebook and I put up a post.
You're far too young to be on Facebook.
I know, yeah, yeah, but it's where the idea came from. And I put up a post on like all these spotted Chaddeston, spotted Spondon, all these places around Derby. And I literally just said, what is missing in Derby? Many people were saying like things to do with music, so music events and stuff like that. And I was like, well, actually, I know a lot of things that are going on in Derby, like music events and stuff like that. And that's where it literally just came across. Like loads of people were saying music events, music events. And then I realized like these people need to know there's lots going on and all this talent that's out there that they can go and see for themselves. And then that's where I literally just came up with the idea, Music Box, create a website that displays talented music artists, like really from grassroots to up and coming, and obviously then displaying events and stuff.
Nice one. I mean, one of the people that you brought out to me was Charlie King.
Yes.
That's a talent.
Yeah, definitely. He's a talented blues rock artist. I seen him a few days ago at Debrec, and he's just released a new album, actually. A new song, my bad, a new song. He released that on the 5th of Jan, and yeah, he's a great artist, yeah.
And here it is. It's Daydream by Charlie King.
Or love me, you're still talking about me. Believe me and trust me, I'm in your head rent-free, busy in daydreams, doing my own thing, listening to envy, the cousin of presenting, clearly revealing that you don't believe me, push me, mistreat me. You ain't been where I've been, to lure me, deceive me, to rumors that you speak, but don't be defeated, and call me conceited. You say you know who you think, you're not gonna be the one who succeeds. You gotta live in reality, yeah. You're just a boy, living in a daydream. Said I'm just a boy, living in a daydream. seasons, forget the ceiling. I found my true meaning, started believing. I'm leading the new scene, building on my thing, speaking with meaning. Too long been writing the songs of the seasons, no more in hiding. It's time to unleash them. Living in a daydream. Said I'm just a boy living in a daydream. Well, I might be, but just being me.
So what was involved in setting Musikbox up? How did you go about it?
So obviously there's lots of steps within like setting it up. Really the main thing that I wanted to get out there and show everyone that Musikbox is an actual thing is the website, because I was going out and contacting all these music artists and bands, and I just had to say to them like, oh, hi, you know, I'm setting up a website. Do you want to be on it? And it's really hard to explain because no one can see what's actually going on. And I think that was quite difficult because, you know, when you're saying random music artists and bands when they've never heard of you before, and you're going, oh, do you want to be on a website that displays you, blah, blah, blah. Obviously it's more in detail than that, but that was the difficult part. So the first thing I wanted to do was create the website, get my head down, do it all. Like I've been busy and doing all the website, trying to book in interviews and really get something that people can see so they know that it's like going to develop over time and they know they can be involved in it.
I think it works, mate. I think it works.
Yeah, thank you.
We probably should tell people how Musikbox is spelled because it's not spelled in the normal way.
Yeah, so Musikbox isn't spelled with a C as it usually would be. So music is actually spelled with a K at the end. So the website itself is music with a K, box.co.uk.
So Musikbox.
Yes.
Brilliant. Well, when I was on musikbox.co.uk, one of the bands I came across was Sugar Glass, who, yes, it says, are a 4-piece pop rock band from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
And playing together since 2022, released their first single, Slipping Through, in October of that year.
Mm-hmm.
They've had plays on BBC Introducing, Sounds of Soko, and the South Coast Music Show, where they made it into the top 10 multiple times, including a number 1 track with their second single, whose title we can't read out on Takeover Radio, but I'm sure other people will find it. And they've just released their latest single, Spider-Man.
Yes.
If I was Spider-Man, would you love me? Would you take my hand and swing away to another land where you'd want me? One where I could come and save the day. I'd shoot my web and you'd be there watching me make our city safe. If I was Spider-Man, if I was Spider-Man, I wanted to be your superhero, but without all the powers, they'd just be a bunch of weirdos. But was it too much too quick? Why are you saying that we should be over? Just give me a try or a reason why we're going nowhere. If I was Spider-Man, would you love me? Would you take my hand and swing away to another land where you want me? One where I could come and save the day. I'd shoot my web and you'd be there watching me make our city safe. decided to bite me, maybe then I could fix it. If I was Spider-Man, would you love me? Would you take my hand and swing away to another land where you want me? Or where I could come and save the day. I'd shoot my will and you'd be there watching me make our city safe. If I was Spider-Man, if I was Spider-Man, does it make me a villain to have all these feelings in my heart? Does it make me a villain to have all these feelings in my heart? Does it make me a villain to have all these feelings in my heart? Does it make me a villain to have all these feelings in my heart? If I was Spider-Man, would you love me? Would you take my hand and swing away to another land where you want me? Well, then I could come and save the day. I'd shoot my whip and you'd be there watching me make our city safe. If I was Spider-Man, if I was Spider-Man.
So is it a career? Do you make any money in 2 years' time?
The way I'm seeing it at the moment, obviously right now, is basically just supporting people, building a community and a family. And in the future, the money will come, but it's not primarily for money. It's to like, you know, like I said, create a community, a family, a website where people can look on, website where people can explore and like find talent. And I think in the end, yeah, the money will, you know, be generated just as it will. But that's not the primary goal. The goal is to just create a community and a family where people can, you know, look at these music artists and bands and explore and, you know, maybe go to their gigs and support them, and just really about supporting everyone.
You're going to use Musikbox as your business case when you have to write a business plan in your business studies course.
Yeah.
Next up, we're going to catch up with you and Jamie Joseph and hear his story, smiles and frowns in the music industry.
Yeah.
You might almost say his life has been a soap opera, which is probably the most forced link in the history of radio to another of the up-and-coming Derby bands that I know you love. It's Public Eye with This Place is a Soap Opera.
writing futile enemies on the pavements of your head. 'Cause you're wanting to consume you, so you don't consume your meds. Remember it so fruitfully, well now you're burying your dead. Try to on the walls instead. Oh, it hurts my head. You try to make amends. Cover me in packaging, to learn the meaning of gravity when she angers him. 'Cause the roasting lies within you, so the cycle still continues. Cover me in packaging, to learn the meaning of gravity when she angers him. 'Cause the roasting lies within you, so the cycle still continues. Enter sunlight, opens the clouds that touch their hands and leaded me to somewhere to kiss the potence from my mouth. They held me floating endlessly. Moonlight, the fire, the tone that lingered, leaving me a shaking centerpiece. I know I sudden and dawning, but it was making me cry, 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 cry.
Right, we're here with the absolutely awesome Jamie Joseph. How you doing, mate?
All good, all good, all good.
Yeah? So I'm basically just going to drop the bomb on you and ask you a massive question. And that basically is, like, what is your story? Like, how have you got into this point in your music career at the moment?
Oh God, it's been up and downs, smiles and frowns.
Yeah.
I started out Derby born and bred.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of open mic scene, a lot of the small clubs, pubs, bars, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, my brother was in a band called Fubar, who did really well, Derby band.
Yeah.
They were almost signed with Warner Brothers, and then he was in another band that did pretty well as well. And then Park Bench. I don't know if you heard of them.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, there was another band called Park Bench, and they released a couple of albums that were incredibly well received around Derbyshire. But that was kind of the platform, him and his bands and his friends, and I used to hang around with them. As I say, did the open mics, got around the circuit. People started to know who I was. Probably about 16, 17 underage, but you know, we had to start somewhere. So I started in that sort of circles, and then went on from there to start to create my own music. So I wrote my own stuff with one of the drummers from the band. Started learning acoustic guitar. I was just starting out. We started writing together. We wrote a few songs that have done pretty well, like across my platform online and stuff. But and then I did that for a fair few years, just kind of doing the circuits. And then I got picked up by Baby J, who's the owner of Baby People in Derby. He came along, just saw some of the stuff that I put up online, and was like, "I like the sound of your voice. Do you want to do some stuff? Let's start trying to get you out there a bit further." And then he was kind of a bit of a godsend for me, really. I'd spent 16 to 20 kind of just doing it willy-nilly, just trying to find a path. He came along, we created a bit of music. He started ferrying me around up and down the country, doing loads of bits. And then from there, we spent about 2 or 3 years just doing that, growing the band. Got a van, name plastered on the side. Doing it the official way. And we did that for a few years, and we built a really good name for ourselves. Loads of promoters knew us, regular bookings, regular gigs, day in, day out. And then I got signed to Sony, and then kind of hit the big time, shall we say. I spent a couple of years with them, around the world, created an album, got dropped before it came out. Ups and downs. It's been a real journey. It's been a real. It's been testing times. It's been great times. But the music itself is where my heart was always placed. So I was always an entertainer from a little kid. The ups and downs and the smiles and frowns, as I say.
Yeah. So you've obviously sung regularly. It has over 1 million plays on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
And I think I've seen something like Brotherhood in there. Tell me a bit about that. What happened there?
Yeah. So the journey to becoming signed started off with Noel Clark, who's had a little bit of an up and down career as well, especially in recent time. He had his own subsidiary label that Sony had put forward for him, and he was looking for artists to do music for films. And then he found us on Twitter. We didn't know that it was him. It was just Unstoppable Records. This place that's come along, and they said, put out a post saying we're looking for artists and music. He always kept in touch after those times, and basically he had obviously Kidulthood and Adulthood were his original films that put him on the scene. He had the plans for Brotherhood in the back locker, and he was like, obviously I want a song, and he always loved Regularly. It was like his favourite tune. He always just like, that's the tune. So he just literally was like, look, Regularly, we'll have things going in.
I honestly love that song. I've listened to it crazy amounts.
And it is the one that's done the best for me, and obviously the film spurred that on massively, and it got such a vital segment in that film. It was the start, his brother gets shot, he's singing that song. It's a massive moment, and it went from strength to strength from there. Everyone, even when I went to the premiere, everywhere I went that involved Brotherhood, everyone was just like, that's the tune, that's the tune, that is the one, that is the tune.
Think that I got to mention, hope I got your attention, cause I'm feeling some tension, can you help me through it? Walls are falling around me, I can't live without boundaries, maybe I should think twice before I go in the street. People say that I'm restless, building up so much stress, and I don't wanna just guess before I enter this game. Long awaited releases start to feel like diseases, need more pleasure and pleases, I'm not taking the blame. Said I can't be held responsible for my actions, you see, and I will not step over that mark you placed down for me, and we can lie to each other and deny how it's gonna be, cause we're not the only ones who do this so regularly. What can I do with my feelings? So much that is appealing. If only I knew the meaning.
You said you got dropped, right?
Yeah.
What was the reason? Like, why? How did it all come across?
So I couldn't actually give you an ironclad reason to this day.
Okay.
I was never given any information or told anything. It was a lot of ups and downs and struggles throughout the whole process. When they were signing me, when they wanted to sign me, it was all the talks of, because I write all my own stuff, lyrics and melodies and vocals and stuff. Obviously, I don't actually play anything to a great standard. So, but yeah, they spun the wheel of, we want you to be the next Stevie Wonder, we want you to be the next Bill Withers, we want you to be the next and obviously my eyes are lighting up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting around thinking, Bill Withers, yeah? You want me to be the next Bill? Okay. So I'm excited, and they said all the right things and got the deal over the line. And then within the first month or two, I'm going in for meetings, I'm sitting down, and they're like, right, so this is the sort of direction we want you to go. Yeah. And I'm hearing Jason Derulo.
Wow.
I'm hearing people that, look, no disrespect to Jason Derulo, but somebody that uses auto-tune for most of his music. Do you know what I mean? And like most of the pop music does today, auto-tune and Melodyne and all these things, they're used pretty much on all of it. Like, it's not, so it isn't a raw, clean vocal that you're hearing. It's a very produced, very...
Yeah, you know what I mean? Messed about.
Very.
So that's not kind of what you want to be doing, is it? So obviously, when you're growing and whatever, you don't want to be...
I'm not trying to be in the category with those guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not... I want a band, I want musicianship, I want variety, I want, do you know what I mean? I want to be authentic to the music. My craft and my music is soul, R&B, all the old school stuff, jazz, infusion, but also I love hip hop and I love country. I love everything. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I don't ever want to be put in a box where I can't write in that direction. Or can't, like, that's not it. And I just wanted to be an authentic artist. And so going through that first 6 months being signed, from where it started, the path that they were trying to put me on to where it was going, it was a very tough time. It was a very hard back and forth. Like, I'm not doing that. Do you know what I mean?
It's not what you want.
I'm not creating that sound and then touring it and because this is the sort of thing and reason for why you see a lot of artists that do make it go through mental health issues.
Because of pressure and the...
So basically we went through the years of that, and we came around to a point where I was happy with the album. I was like, okay, I can live this. I can live this album, and I can do this album, and we can do it. And it got all the way to completion. Like, we were a week away from the first single. We'd just gone to Holland, did like a whole weekend of shows. Great time, unbelievable stuff. Come back, landed in the UK, and Jay just got a call. Well, not even a call, just a message from Noel Clarke, just saying Sony are on about dropping Jamie.
Wow.
And we just landed, and we were going to go on. We were driving on our way to London to go and sign our publishing deal, or my publishing deal. And because I'd written 90% of the album, that publishing deal was going to be for a substantial amount of money. Like, it was going to be a life-changing amount of money. Do you know what I mean? So, fourth, and at the end of the day, I spent nearly 2 years with them, and I went over to America. I worked with massive names, Mark Batson, Diane Warren, and Diane Warren is literally the biggest writer of all time. She wrote everything. Like, she's worked with everybody. She still does today. She's the most decorated writer of all time. Do you know what I mean? And she wrote a song, "Hate That I Still Love You," which has been released now.
I love that one as well.
It's a good tune. It's still it slides into a pop category, but it's a good tune. And you're not turning down Diane Warren if she's got a song and you've got her recording it. You're like, all right, Diane, we'll get that on there for you.
It's more like an honour, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. And she is an icon in her own right as well. Like, she is such a memorable person.
Like, what would you say is like the highlight of your career so far? Like, the biggest point?
Funnily enough, it wouldn't be being signed.
Yeah.
There was loads of experiences I had during that time, but wasn't. I don't think that was the highest points. I think the highest points were before the signing, probably the year leading up to being signed.
Yeah.
It was probably my most prolific year musically. Like I played Leicester Square to about 9,000 people.
Wow, yeah.
I played underneath Mumford and Sons in Scotland, a mega festival. There must have been 10,000 there as well.
Yeah.
There
were big numbers.
There were some great times. There were some really great times, and aspiring artist or anybody coming through, if you're at a stage where you're playing gigs every day and you got a band, you got a van, you got a schedule, and you're creating new stuff, and you're plodding on, and you're paying your bills, and you've got money to spare.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to realise that this made it that you're looking for
isn't what it actually
made it. Is that moment where you're a full-time musician getting paid and living and having money to spare. That is the peak. And from doing that and continuing to do that, you will gain the attraction, and you will gain the promoters, and you will gain all the support. It will come if you just continue down that road. If you've got a label that's looking to sign you, it's because they know that they can profit massively from what you're doing.
Yeah.
So being an artist, you achieve the things that makes you valuable.
Yeah.
Once you sign that over to a label, they start to reap the rewards for how brilliant you are.
Yeah.
And in this day and age, right, when I listen to Radio 1 now, when I was a kid, Radio 1 only played the best. Like, it only played the best of the best. You would never, I don't mean to dog on Jason Derulo, but that's the name that just comes to my head every time, because I've been linked to this guy so many times. So but that style of music is, I don't think we can call it inspiring.
It's common.
It's just it's like in the 80s when your Madonnas came out and you did they were classed as your bubblegum pop, but in actual fact, the production, the writing, is still it's miles ahead of where we're at now.
Yeah.
As far as mainstream. Do you know what I mean? There was still some intuitive decisions. There was still some things like, well, maybe do this, or we'll change that to there, or instead of just the same 4 bars of music, just repeat and people going, oh yeah, no, that's my favourite artist, and you just think, why though? Why is it your favourite? Like, what is inspiring you? What is taking your mind to a new place? Because that's what artistry was like back in the day. Like, I always go back. I mean, look, you go back as far as the 1800s if you want, back to classical, and like even further back than that. If you listen to a piece of classical music,
something's different. It's
almost every 3 or 4 bars you're in a different place.
Yeah.
It leads to a different place. It completely changes at times. It's not the same piece of music you were listening to 30 seconds ago. It's so inventive, it's so expansive, it's so mind altering. Like, it literally, that piece of music can take you on a journey that it just feels like a bit of a lost art. And I know that there's artists still out there doing it, and they're still trying to breathe it into existence, but it just doesn't get the backing. It doesn't get the support, it doesn't get the promotion, and because of that, I don't want to say failed artists, because they still created a body of work that can still inspire and still give people some hope, but it just feels like the hard-working artist that is trying to build their career nowadays hits so many walls, and has to kind of bend and lower their standard to be seen firstly, and to be heard by the powers that can actually make change. So it's just a very hard time for an artist.
It's my poor heart you're trapping, but I know I'm gonna hit the ground running. Taking liberties with my time, don't be asking what I'm doing. Should I stay or should I go? Never thought I would be choosing, but I know I'm gonna hit the ground running. My heart is falling out of love with yours. You see, this schedule way to live a life it bores me. My heart is falling out of love with yours, you'll see. This routine way to live life, it bores me. I'm so happy with your sweet smile. Never thought that this would be happening. Never thought that I'd realize it's my poor heart you're trapping. But I know, my heart is falling out of love with yours, you'll see. This schedule way to live life, it bores me. My heart is falling out of love with yours, you'll see. This schedule way to live life, it bores me. I'm so happy with your sweet smile. Never thought that this would be happening. Never thought that I'd realize it's my poor heart you're trapping. But I know, but I know, but I know.
It just didn't help that everything fell away and everything just kind of petered off, because our colours kept going, could have kept gigging, the promoters were still there, the times were still there, and I did in smaller parts. I did carry on doing music, and I still make music today, and I still get booked for gigs today, and I still live from the past and everything that I've done. So it's nowhere near over, and I'm not saying it's finished. It's just a completely different outlook now, and I think obviously COVID as well.
It messed things up for a lot of people.
It was massive for me, because whereas I was still doing the gigs here and there, and I was still making a bit of money and maybe an extra £1,000 a month of income. Yeah. As soon as COVID hit, that just completely disappeared, and it wasn't like I could just do a bit of part-time work here and there and like make ends meet. It was, I had to go back to work. I had to just actually work and do what everyone else normally does. And there's no shame in that. It's not something that I frown upon or feel bad about, but it kind of, you know what I mean? It's when you come from such a spot and then you come back to reality, it's like, okay, it's very eye-opening, shall we say.
Yeah, so have you got any plans for the future? In terms of like your music career?
Yeah. So, I mean, Jay, recently we've got some funding to do an album. And we're putting that together now. I've been recording a few bits, sending bits back, doing demos, just getting some stuff together. So that's there. I've got so much stuff from over the years that I've created and kind of got to a point where I just need to get in the studio with a band and just really start developing some of the songs. There's so much stuff like backed up but it's, again, I think I'd gone from losing the momentum to kind of regaining it, and then COVID hit, took all the wind out of the sails again, because I'm a performing artist. In this modern day, it pays more to be a studio artist. That's just creating, releasing, and I still have a fan base on the Spotify, on social media, where I should. If I just keep releasing, then I will kind of regain a lot of that following. I will get the royalties will jump back up again, and it'll feel better. But again, it was never about the money for me.
No, it was just about something you enjoyed doing.
The money comes when you hit the point of enjoying it fully, and you're immersed in it, and you're doing it. And I do want to get back to that. I want to get back to just being immersed in it again. But life is life, and there's bills to pay.
Things get in the way, I guess.
I've got misses, and I'm 33 now, and like still young babies. No, but you know, you're thinking about just having a family, and you're thinking about like actual life. So like I'm always here for any artists that want to talk about stuff, and I'm always involved in music, and I always want to find new inspiring artists, and it will never leave me. The love for music will never leave me, but it's just life, isn't it? It comes round and it hits you in the face, and you go, I've got to make decisions, and I've got to do stuff that is going to benefit me in my actual real world, not just the music world. So, but man, music will always be there, and I'm always gigging, and like, I've got a couple of gigs, music definitely on the horizon. So
I'm looking forward to that. 100%.
Got your hair back and your glasses on, skin tight niggas in my mind to roam. Smile like a sunrise for me. Everything you say, you set my mind at ease. Put
put it all together, steal the show. I can shout it, everybody knows. Big game player, so I like this most. Spend a lifetime smiling while I crack the code. Saying this is it, yeah, I found her in the back row. Did quick, and I didn't look back, no. Has me losing every part of my brain. Her rhythm makes me wanna wriggle and shake. Stars fall every once in a while, but not so many falling with your class and style. I say that this is it. Yeah, I found her in the back row, and I didn't look back, no. Keep doing what you do to me. Just one look and pity like a teen. Never understated when I say a big, big heart I never wanna play. Like a rocket girl, we're taking off. Anywhere but you will always be enough. So thankful that our souls are blessed. Every single night before I lay my eyes to rest, I say this is it. Yeah, I found her in the back row. Did quick, and I didn't look back, no. Has me losing every part of my brain. Her rhythm makes me wanna wriggle and shake. Stars fall every once in a while, not so many falling with your class and style. I say that this is it. Yeah, I found her in the back row, and I didn't look back, no. Has me losing every part of my brain. Her rhythm makes me wanna wriggle and shake. Stars fall every once in a while, but not so many falling with your class and style. I say that this is it. Yeah, I found her in the back row, and I didn't look back, no.
That's about it for this show. Do check out Jamie Joseph's channel on YouTube, and also Alfie's new adventure with Musikbox at musikbox.co.uk. And finally, we've just got time for a quick trailer for our next What's Next show, with news that Takeover Radio will be bringing the Nottinghamshire Festival of Science and Curiosity to Ashfield next month with a special daily Science Hour show, sponsored by Thorpe Electrical Services of Stanton Hill. As ever, let us know what's worked for you, what hasn't, and any ideas that you would like us to cover. You can find us on most of the social media channels. Just get in touch and have your say.